Welcome to the Immaterial Gamers podcast. So yeah, we were talking about the Brady Bunch, right?
I don't know, but just looking at Duncan, it scares me slightly. It's like he's a murderer.
He's a ghost.
Okay, now I'm not hearing Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan's mouth is moving, but there is no words.
I have no mouth, but I must
I
scream.
think he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I have. That's just. I'm not muted.
Oh, perfect. What a better way to start this bumper edition of the Immaterial Gamers podcast. Hello, everyone. This is episode 109. We're still going.
Strong would not be the right adjective, but we're going.
Yeah.
We are going at more or less the same pace we were going at
We
before.
are unstoppable.
I believe that is an advertisement campaign for
Does it
the
count
British
as-
medical industry.
If you take an object
We are
that is not
unstoppable.
really in motion, and it continues to not be in motion, is it stopped?
Oh. Is it a bridge if you can't cross it?
Yes,
No.
because it might not be for people.
What?
What? All right.
Spider's web. It can go from
That's-
one spot to another.
Well, you can still kind of cross it. You
This
just
would normally
cross
be
it
the
in one
part-
step.
This would be the part like if Steph was Gavin, I would just be like,
What
I would be
if?
like, all right, now elaborate. But I already
Well,
know,
in
having known
in
Stefan, that's like
England-
that is as much as he thought about it.
No, in England there is actual bridges that are only used for cattle, and people can't cross it.
Well, it's still a bridge because it can
Well,
be
you can-
crossed.
But what the question was,
Surely
is it a
human
bridge if
could
you
cross
can't cross it?
though.
That's what you
Well,
actually
what
said.
if you're a cow?
Well, then
Okay,
then you
want me
are
to
the cow.
scream? I mean,
And you still can cross it.
Sorry.
also, what if you're like the farmer who owns the cow? Surely you can cross the
Yeah,
bridge. It's
exactly.
just like it's your own damn
But-
property.
But you personally can't. His question was, can you?
Well,
if you
you
can't
could
cross
be
the bridge,
anyone.
is it still a bridge?
What have we done? What have we done?
None of us has access, or a farmer, to an access to a cattle bridge.
But you could be anyone. It doesn't have to be us. You could be the farmer.
Yeah.
What if you
could
go?
be-
What if
you could be the
what if
farmer?
Coach
You could be the
Business never
cow.
recovered from COVID and you had to go get a
Yeah,
job
this
as a
could go on
farmer?
forever,
you
right?
could you could then cross that bridge.
This is a concerning thing. Yeah.
This
Dee's
could go on
right.
forever.
Dee's right.
I want to see farmer stuff.
Okay, so since this seems to be working in username alphabetical order, starting from the top, we got Dariusz,
Hello.
who's up here,
Oh, he's there.
me.
Me too.
and then over here we
Hey.
got Duncan.
Uh oh,
I know.
we're going out of
Duncan's
sync.
That way too.
Hey, I'm me.
See, Duncan's there for me.
Are you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am.
Duncan's
Steph,
the
Steph, could
next
you just move your arm just a little bit towards the corner of your camera there as well, please? There you go. That's D.
No,
That's
D's
where
there.
I'm.
Oh God.
D's here. So I've got D.
So far, I'm pretty
Duncan,
well synced up
Raya,
with Stefan. I'm
and then
this
like this
well,
very
this
top
Dark Crew
corner.
and Steph, and then
Yeah, it's there. And then over here in this box is Steph.
No, I'm this side.
Ah, well,
oh boy, it's very
I'm on
confusing.
this side to you.
Oh God.
down
in
here
the middle.
is a picture of a bird. That's Andrea.
I don't see this picture of the
I
bird.
don't. It's too far away.
Don't you
Point.
know about the
Birds bottom middle for me.
Like that.
It's
It's like
The
that
crate
board
to the
game that
right,
you guys
me
were
in the
talking
middle.
about the other week
Yeah.
that haha funny meme.
with all the birds.
Ah, Steph's muted.
Also,
And
special
we've
camera
also.
by my dog.
Hi,
Hello,
dog.
Amber.
Hello,
dog.
Amber.
Hi, Amber.
And then, we're also guest joined by Craig. Craig, can you say hello? No,
Now recording.
Everyone did the bit.
It's
We
great.
have one. We have
You
one.
know what we should
collective
do one
brain
time? It'd be
cell.
like a great like sync. Is just be like it's like 3, 2, 1, and everyone says now recording at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, we could give it a
Three,
shot right now if
two,
you want.
1.
Now
Now
recording.
recording.
Well, I was.
That was
not part of
so
that kind of
messy.
Now recording.
Steph's lagging. Oh, perfect. So we can't really just hang around a bit more. We've discussed hypothetical situations regarding a bridge, so I think we just best move straight on to this. So let's get into what's being played, and Wow. Who do we start with first?
Good question.
I don't know, but I
Sounds
started
very
looking
cool.
at pictures of bridges, and someone made a bridge to go over a tree. So it was more,
Why
it
are
was
you
ch-
still looking at bridge?
I was just curious. I actually typed bridges that can't be crossed, and it
Was
just
it a
came. The first...
particularly big tree?
No,
Was it
it's a little small thing.
Like a
It's
little
about
sapling?
it's like 7 steps high, because that's how many you need to go up to come back down the other end. By the looks of it, and underneath it just says it was cheaper to build the bridge like that than to remove the tree and build the bridge straight.
Wow.
I can believe that.
God, from the maker of the Spite House on a highway.
Was there's actually a bridge in Scotland that there's 3 of them in. They just built one on top of another, so there's actually 3 bridges in one. So the first 2 are still are inaccessible anymore.
Just too much. Just too much. It's just too much. Right. Based on that, then, Andrea, you've not been here for a while.
I have not. I think the last time I was here was in April.
Yeah, think so.
Maybe.
Before the bad times.
No, I know I was here
kind
in the
of- kind
bad
of in the middle.
times.
In the middle of the bad times.
Yeah.
Persona
Okay, yeah,
5
fair
Royal
enough.
was at. It was during the bad times.
Ah, yeah, okay.
South Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Andrea's
before
game
we
of the
managed to have
year
our-
came during the bad times. The one glimmer of hope in 2020 for Andrea.
Yeah. The one
Wait,
that
no,
the one
I
that's not Persona 4 Golden.
No, because Persona 4 Golden is good.
It's great.
No,
Anyway.
it's not.
Anyway, that's just for
You
another
still need
video
to be
actually.
aggressive in that.
Just have like a fucking debate scrum video on which Persona remake is best.
Yeah.
Andrea v. Ryan, let's go.
The battle
Mm.
everyone's always wanted.
Yeah,
Live
no,
audience.
it'll actually just be a
Duncan, give me
podcast
your webcam.
special. It'll be a podcast special called "Prove Me Wrong."
Go give Andrew your webcam. So that means we'll all go off webcam. So when we just see them two, we can all be an audience.
No, we just need we need one in the middle that has a V in it. So
Could do
like
that. I'm sure.
Ryan V,
Yeah.
Andrea, fight, and then just underneath fight.
Dun 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 dun. So anyway, yeah. As you were.
Hey, that song's public domain now, right?
Oh, it bloody is.
Let's go for it. Royalty free.
Model debate.
And then it gets copyrighted by Capcom because it sounds too much like the Ace Attorney theme.
I'm sure you could find a way of shoehorning in objection in the middle of the Mortal Kombat music. But yeah, we were talking about what you've been playing
What I've been playing
during those months away.
Well, this really hasn't been the months away, like the past week away, but I've been playing a lot of The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Afterbirth
Oh.
Plus, if you want to get technical
God.
about it.
How many more descriptions or subtitles?
Many.
The Binding of Isaac, Rebirth, Afterbirth,
Afterbirth Plus.
Aftermath Plus,
Apparently they're
Classic
making, like,
Upgrade Edition Deluxe
Deluxe
Day One.
Special Edition.
apparently they're like making a new DLC at some point, which is like, please stop. There's too much to do, and I'm not very good at it. Please stop.
Wow, that's a pretty specific title.
Please stop.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, but totally in line with their marketing. Steph, have you played Binding of Isaac? I feel like you've blasted me with Binding of Isaac emotes like all the time.
Don't think that's been emotes from that. I think the emotes that I've been sending to you were from a game that's similar style of that.
Mm.
I think.
Hmm.
And for those
What-
who
Wait, what have I sent it you on? Steam or
It might
I'm
have
assuming
been, I
Steam.
think it was Steam back when we mainly contact each other through Steam.
I'm gonna say, what's Binding of Isaac?
yeah,
I'll see you figure that out.
yeah, while they figure out where that is, just confirm for those who have lived under a rock for the past few years what the Binding of Isaac actually is.
I believe
me.
the genre is roguelike. I say I
Oh,
believe
this
because I
should be
don't.
down my alley. Why have I
roguelike,
not got this?
Roguelike twin stick shooter would be.
Oh, this is
dungeon
definitely
crawler.
up my
Yeah.
street. Why have I not been playing this?
I don't know. You should go play it. You can get the
Excellent.
original for like $5 if you don't want to see literally everything and look under every single rock that has ever existed in the world.
Oh,
There's
And
over
that's-
400 achievements. This game's gonna drive
And
me
then-
insane.
And
Oh
then
my God.
Ryan bought
Oh
the
dear.
game before
Can't
we were
accept
done
it.
Andrea's section.
You can do it, Ryan. You can get all 400.
I got like 50-ish so far, so that's okay. There's a bunch of different characters you can unlock that do different things. Some of them are just straight trash, but others are so overpowered it kind of makes the game a joke. And there is almost no fine line,
so
unless
it's,
you want to count Isaac himself, but I would not.
so it's
Poor
ridiculous
Isaac.
or OP.
Like a personal favorite of mine is Samson, who's a bitch to unlock, but he helps me cope with the fact that I'm bad at the game because you get rewarded for getting hit.
Okay,
That
I
is.
do have the Binding
Like-
of Isaac and
But it
Yeah,
the
you
Wrath
don't
of the
have-
Lamb DLC from
Yeah,
Humble.
Yeah.
Andrea's been playing Rebirth.
Yeah.
But
I-
we've all had the standard game.
Yeah.
Also known as B-Worth if you're dyslexic.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic. I said Rebirth.
You said free birth that time. That's not even. That's not even.
I said Rebirth.
Nah, there was definitely a free.
I want to free you.
I'm free.
From this mortal coil soon.
Dear.
God,
not
he
here
knows
to
my
threat.
address.
We're to-
He knows where I live now. I don't even know where he lives. I saw like vaguely where he is. I was outside his house once, but I never really paid attention to what was going on.
Yeah, D lived here at some point.
No? I should. I don't know.
Wow, I've had this installed since 2011.
Never
It's
played
pretty
it.
old. Like,
Played
It
50,
is.
played 50 minutes.
Well,
15.
Ooh.
the Binding of Isaac, yeah,
Binding
The
of
first
Isaac.
one-
Of Isaac.
it
I'm in
did
your
come
head.
out on the 28th of September, 2011.
I almost got a
oh
feeling
my
someone
god,
got it for my
it's
birthday.
almost 9.
Yeah, we got that in a humble bundle at some point.
Yeah.
Andrea's also played it.
So how far have you got? Have you managed to
I've-
complete a run?
I've completed a few runs. There are, I believe, a lot of different final bosses because another one gets tacked onto the end of the game literally every time you beat it enough times. And that's a little annoying, but you know, it's how it is.
Mhm.
I've managed to defeat Satan once, and
Sweet.
that's the
Cool, Satan.
third. That's the third on the final boss totem pole.
Satan is.
I have a
everybody's final
question.
boss.
Yes.
At what point can you get hold of a D6 in the game?
I know you can, but I don't remember
Like a
how to
D6?
unlock it.
Now I'm feeling fly like
See,
a D6.
I'm just looking at the achievements, and it just says the D6. Now
I don't-
holds the D6.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've unlocked that yet, actually.
Nope, you haven't.
I
'cause
saw
you got,
that joke.
you
physically
show
move
achievements I'm
through
going
my
for.
skull.
Oh.
Oh.
But yeah,
Troll.
Currently- I'm trying and repeatedly failing to unlock the character Lilith.
Okay.
It's going great. Which in order to do so, you need to defeat the game on greed mode difficulty as Azazel. And I didn't
Okay.
understand why that was an unlock, except then I realized, oh, doing that is annoying.
Azazel Frazzle.
Sounds
Wait,
sounds
how-
very
how do-
roguelike.
How do you pronounce it? Because I feel like I've been like pronouncing it wrong
Az-
a lot.
Azazel sounds about right, but I don't
Azael?
fucking know.
Mm.
I just like the fact that Fart Baby is an
Asshole.
item.
Yeah. I mean, there's a boss that's literally shit. It's singing, dancing shit.
Oh, Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hank?
No.
I am
You,
the
you
Not-
great
did
not
just
quite like that.
describe. You did just describe him to a T.
Well,
Singing,
this
dancing.
one
poop.
doesn't have limbs.
Oh, that shit.
Literally.
But yeah, no, the But yeah, there's a whack load of bosses for pretty much every floor. A lot of them suck, and I hate most of them. There's like maybe 2 that I see, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Can I name them? No, but take my word for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Tell this
I-
is one. I'm. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I really should play this at some point, but as you would.
You should. You can play a co-op, kinda.
Ah, good. They can cry together. Because that's about as much as I know. Is like his Isaac's initial attack is he basically hit people with his own tears.
Yep, and a personal favorite thing that turns into is shoving toothpicks in your eyes.
Oh my god, okay. That's really annoying.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
a very-
Toothpicks in the eye.
I
it's
just
a real
scrolled
pain.
down to see how many achievements there is in this game.
Yeah, there's
I
like
believe Andrea
403.
mentioned them as well.
Yeah, 403, and you've only unlocked 75.
I made it to 70? That's actually more than I thought.
Oh, that's good. That's nearly 25% of him.
That's 19%.
I think before I started playing it again, I only had like maybe 10.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about achievement completion percentages or anything. I just like
No, if you wanted to cry on that one, Payday 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
no.
not. Let's
How
not.
many does Payday 2 have?
Over 1,000?
Yeah.
Over.
And to get
it
the
keeps
perfect
growing.
ending for the game requires you to get a specific number of those from clues written in another frickin' language.
God,
Yep.
and I thought Catherine was going to be really annoying to get all the achievements on.
Oof.
Payday 2 was 900. It was like 900, and now it's over 1,000. Because every time there's a DLC, there's a new freaking.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
it was
mean,
just
that's
like
how,
this
but
whole-
to be fair, that's how it works with most DLCs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like.
Payday 2, 1,207.
And Steph's dying at the thought of that.
I have 292 of them. I'm happy.
Actually, Payday 2, one sec.
I'm not gonna even check because it's gonna be like 5, if any.
I'm not going to check because I don't want to.
Don't want to be exposed to those horrors today.
No.
Hold on, I can tell you if you like.
I have
Yeah, go on then,
483.
please.
I have less achievements in total than the amount of achievements that exist in Payday.
How many achievements do I have in total? I don't actually know. I want to say
I
like,
have like
1,300.
800.
I think
Oh,
I have
wait.
like 1,300. Something
Ryan
like,
has 345.
Eh,
I have 483.
like in total or of the Payday
of
achievements?
Payday.
Of Payday.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like how did you even do that? How are you doing that
I mean,
bad?
yeah,
as
I mean, let's
achievements?
think of it this way. A lot of
He
Steam
is
games that I
the
get, you can get
immaterial
achievements for
gamer.
pushing start.
Yep. That's the
The
thing.
Immaterial Gamer, the man, the myth, the legend, and he's
Yeah, the
got
man that-
400 achievements. What even is this
The man
man?
that has a trophy.
I wonder if there was actually a way to actually check like the number of achievements in total you have on.
You can. It's on the profile.
Okay.
to
Right,
Ryan's
while that's
profile.
being looked at then, so we talked about Binding of Isaac, and it's a fun
Mm.
game that you should get if you love roguelikes and you like twin stick shooters, or if you like both.
Oh, that's nice.
Meanwhile, of these genres are things I like, but I play anyway.
Yeah.
Ah,
So we'll go with Darius next.
Darius.
That's a lie. Ryan doesn't show
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you can look around the room all you want, but I'm asking what you've played.
Well, I've played. What I've been playing.
I don't know.
was
That's why we're
playing
asking you.
Hades.
Also, I have 91 achievements in Payday.
I went back to Hades.
Yay, Hades!
Yeah.
Speaking of roguelikes,
Exactly.
Hey,
So yes, I get back to it after like maybe a month of a break or something like that. During which time there was a lot of updates.
Oh yeah.
So at the beginning I was like kind of, and I had to reinstall it, so I had to start from the beginning, which was kind of annoying.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Epic Games add cloud saving, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a feature which I'm really missing.
Absolutely. Yes, cloud save
Because
plot.
I wasn't even when I had to restore my Windows, I wasn't even thinking about backing up the save data
Hmm.
because on Steam or
Yes.
Origin, they are sent automatically.
What's
Hmm.
happening with Duncan? He's waving.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Steph
about
just
it.
doesn't like me.
What do you mean I don't like you?
Stefan, you told me once you don't like ginger.
I never
Yeah,
said
and
that.
I to be honest, he said that to me, and I just got over it. It's just there's no point. There's no point in trying to get the attention of someone who just doesn't like you. It's just
I've never. Okay, I can happily say the people I don't like here are Darius, Ryan,
yeah.
Duncan.
I mean, you could just say everyone and just make yourself feel better.
Okay, I don't like anyone. I don't like humans.
Hey,
It's a personality trait.
Craig
Hey,
is
you're a-
okay.
but I'm a
You're-
bird.
Yeah, you're okay. You're a bird.
So how far back have you got through Hades now, Darius?
I've escaped.
Sweet. How does it
I've
feel?
escaped. Right, good, but I'm gonna have to escape one more time at least when the full game will be released.
Yeah. You get
And I'm like, what the heck?
just as a slight spoiler on this, Supergiant haven't actually developed the ending for the game yet. So you go through these like 4 or 5 levels,
5, 4.
something like that. Yeah, I mean one of them's just like a quick one, isn't it? But you fight Hades as the final boss. You face him twice
Yes.
because he does an old classic. This isn't even my final form. Bit of bullshit. And okay, everyone, if you can just take your weapons and disarm yourselves.
I have a knife. Steph's got some piece of metal or something.
And
do.
Darius has now got a box cutter. Perfect.
Knives out, guys. Knives
I
out.
use this.
That's
just
like
so
that
you
movie.
know, the trophy goblet
I have no weapons.
is a bit rough on the
Fucking
top.
Toothbrush.
I got the pen made in the sword right now.
How about measuring tape garrot? Anyway,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Go
see-
back
Hey,
to
if you ever
Hades.
run your finger along the edge of those measuring tapes, they'll cut you right open.
Yeah.
Wow, that's terrifying. Thanks.
I'll pick you along with the
Especially if they're
tweezers.
like really old and like chipped. Oh,
I'm
they'll
not
fuck you
tweezers.
right
They're
up.
nail
Duncan,
cutters.
stop.
Hades then.
Rusty, then you get tetanus.
Yeah. So
Duncan,
you have
literally
to beat.
shut up.
Yeah, so
So
you
you have
beat
to
Hades
beat-
twice.
Yes, you beat him
Yeah.
twice, and
And-
then when you're trying to venture to the forest you're looking for your mother.
Yeah, you go to the overworld. It's like, oh, what will it be like when he meets Persephone or whatever? Well, he's not going to know because we haven't developed the ending yet. Kills him, and it says there is still no escape. Or no, it goes the end ? And it's like,
Like the end of like a 1950s B movie.
effectively, yes, because if you die, the screen goes black. Zagreus gets covered in blood. He's the protagonist, and then it just sinks into the like the screen, and then comes out of a what can only be described as a blood red sauna, and he just shakes himself off and just like says a quip about usually what killed him, and then walks forward. Yeah, complete the game. The same thing happens. Comes out of the
That
water,
sounds-
shakes his head, and goes, and it's like, oh
Plot
well,
twist, the
it
whole
will
game
happen.
was
Well,
a
I think I'm gonna
dream
have
the
to do
whole
it again.
time.
Yeah, you're just like, well, dust myself off, go again.
Imagine having that much determination.
Yeah,
I
but I
love
think
Undertale.
you'll like go on
Half
this,
the time,
Darius,
I
that
need a good
their
reason to get out of bed. before
narrative
turning
stuff's
it
still
on.
good.
Yeah, narrative is still good, very good. Even though you're hearing sometimes twice, they like trying to say it in a different way.
Mhm.
So that's really good. However, what I'm finding kind of like a bit annoying is all those perks which you pick up along the way.
Yeah,
I find it if you don't find a good perks in the first level, the first chapter, you are really screwed for the rest of the game.
yeah. It is one of those like certain specs are better than others.
Or
It's like,
maybe I'm
it's
just
like
not that good at the game.
no, it's like, no, it's not that. It's like some of them don't work with the specs that you're given. Like Dionysus.
Mm.
A lot of
Dionysus.
his stuff is
Yeah, I love
basically
that Pokemon.
no, but a lot of his like abilities are all based on hitting stuff and poisoning them over time
Alien.
and stuff like that, and that's great. But say Darius goes into it with a bow.
Yeah, that was my weapon which I escaped with.
Yeah. So it just doesn't work because the bow just sits there, charge and attack, fire, charge and attack, fire. But then you could get the sword or like a daggers or something like that, and then you just rip along the screen, and that works a bit more because the way that those stacks work is that each time you hit them, it increases the stacks of poison.
Yeah. So I think all of it is kind of like balance for different weapons, but you don't have any choice of which perks gonna come up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I say, yeah, all right, I'll go out with this bow because I'll get more darkness shards or whatever, because
Yeah.
it sort of gives you that sort of idea of, right, you're using this weapon too much, so how about we give you an incentive? If you use this weapon, you'll get more to
Something.
level up your skills. And then you walk out and it's like, oh, right, oh, great, it's
Nope.
fucking... It's not Athena. Or, no, not
Not
Athena. Who is the Artemis?
Artemis.
She's the, who is very bow related. It's just like, oh, well, shit.
Artemis Fowl.
I like having the Poseidon for my dodge.
Yeah, it is good.
It is really good when you can knock down. Well, not knock down. You can push the enemies outside,
Mm-hmm.
and you can escape easily.
Yeah,
And
a
also
lot of
add some
environmental
damage to
kills as
them.
well.
Yeah. So that's a really, really good perk which I like. And also I do kind of like having the a doom effect.
Yes.
So you hit something with, let's say, 50 damage, but then the doom effect applies, and there's a 300 damage on the enemy. It's really great for bosses.
Yeah.
So they
Always
don't really know
helpful.
what they hit them.
And usually, you can, if you get a good hit on him, you can skip a phase,
Yeah.
which is pretty nice. One last question on this then, because there's a lot, because virtually everyone's voice acted and everything's going on. It's not torture, Duncan. Stop it.
What?
Just
I don't
clear
know
his
what you're
nails.
talking-
Who is your favorite character?
Character as in
Just
Hades.
playable, non-playable character.
in Hades, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's it.
there's only
It was-
one playable
what's your favorite
character.
What, in
Well, no, that's
overall?
what I was just saying. Yeah, okay, your favorite character overall
Playable or
in
otherwise.
Hades.
They all are quite good, but I would say Nyx.
Nyx.
Mm.
Okay. So Nyx is basically in this Zagreus's adopted mother, who basically gives him the secret that he's adopted.
Yeah.
You learn that very, very quick. So you're not a Dusa fan now.
Well, I was thinking about it to say her name.
So they've recharacterized Medusa, the Gorgon,
Hmm.
as this highly anxious, stuttery, floating snakehead, who is also effectively the cleaner of the House of Hades. I don't know how she can clean with a brush. She doesn't have any hands, and it's not like what's her face from Monster Prom with hair that can just independently do stuff on its own.
I would say every
Vera?
single
Yeah.
I would say
that's her
every
name.
single conversation with her is definitely funny, but I
Yeah.
don't think the character is deep, as in development.
Yeah, she hasn't got.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I sort of like. I guess if the other one on there, I would have gone with Meg. So
Yes.
of the Furies. Oh, and which in multiple runs, once you completed it, you have the opportunity of facing the other Furies.
Yes, I did.
And sort of changes the boss fights a little bit, which is pretty cool. But Yeah, just
Well,
her
I think
disdain
it's
for everything. Yet.
yeah. I think because it's the first boss which you are fighting, and when you're trying to escape, they I think acknowledge the fact that you will be facing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Therefore, they applied to other versions of her, which are way tougher.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And like, I think, God, I know some of the worst runs I've had on that game is when, because another good pair of characters is Theseus and the Minotaur, who tag team your ass.
Yep.
They, mortal enemies in Greek fiction, but in this game, respect each other so much that they are like a gladiatorial tag team. And the worst ones are where you end up facing the Minotaur as a mini boss before you face the pair of them, and it's just like, oh god. But it's good to see that you got back to Hades, and
Oh yeah,
probably,
I will definitely have another go for the weekend,
yeah,
which
it is.
means I had a go
Yeah,
on the game.
yeah. It's funny how time works.
Timey-wimey.
Oh, cool.
Timey-wimey.
Right, Duncan.
Oh god, it's me.
Okay, what have you been playing?
He's flexing. Flex picks. Flex picks.
Make that the thumbnail. Just be going.
If anyone, right? So if Duncan does that, and we all do some weird like pose as well.
Yeah, man, I got that weird post game down.
Yeah,
Andrea
there
is
we
frozen
go.
in position at all times. Okay.
Perfect thumbnail
show me
bait.
your
There we go.
moves.
That's the name of the the name of the
Games.
podcast now. Show me your moves.
So I don't remember the last time I played a game that was new. I'm kind of losing my mind as far as gaming goes.
Oh dear.
I played a board game. Andrea was there.
I was there.
It was
You could talk about that.
sort of a new
Oh,
experience.
trains.
Yes.
Trains.
Yeah. So have any of you ever heard of the game called Rail Baron?
I have not.
Rail Baron is a super old board game, kind of obscure, I guess. I don't really think a lot of people play it, honestly. I think my mom's the only person who does. From
Holy
like the
hell!
50s.
I'm looking at it now.
It's
Yeah.
trains.
And it's basically, I think the best way to think of it, and I've said this many times while we were playing, it's basically like Monopoly for grown-ups. Like, so basically the
But
map,
like actually
if
interesting.
if you're interested in pulling up an image on your browser and follow along, it really gives you the best idea of what the hell's going on in this game. So
Let's
basically
bring
the
up the
map
board.
is an approximation of like the mid 19th century era train railway network of the United States.
20th century, Duncan.
Whatever, 20s.
Okay.
Old-timey trains. All right? That's what you got. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, and you got the split up areas. Yeah, north,
and
central,
there's like
northeast, plains.
Yeah, there's like 30 different rails or something. 30 or
Yeah.
40 rails, and they are. It's just this sprawling network of networks that you use to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And so the game, as is you roll dice to determine where you are going to be traveling to as your job, and then you roll to get to that spot, and you have to take some combination of railway networks to get there. And you pay money every turn you take to get there, and then you get a bunch of money when you arrive at your destination.
Okay.
And then when you anytime you finish a job, if you have enough money, you have the opportunity to buy a rail network. And what that does is, when you ride on a train network that is either publicly owned or that you own it, you spend $1,000 every turn it takes you to get there, on your journey to your next destination. But if you have to ride on someone else's train for whatever reason, then you have to pay them $5,000 for every time you're on that train.
So that's
plus
where there's some
$1,000 for
monopoly.
plus $1,000 if you have to transition between networks.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, the general strategy is you want to create a system where there's kind of two ways to play it, and they're not mutually exclusive, but it is more difficult to do both rather than one. One way of playing is creating a network that's loose and that can get you from, one end of the map to the other relatively safely.
Mm-hmm.
And then another way of playing it is getting a bunch of train networks that are all kind of on top of each other or connected to each other in some way, so that you can sort of block out certain destinations. Like, like if you own, a system of trains up in the Northeast, and someone gets a town that is owned exclusively by your networks, they have to pay you money to get to that area, and that can result in not only a lot of money for you, but a net loss for them, depending on how bad the situation is for them.
Right, yeah, I get you.
The best way to, the best combination is obviously to have like a little bit of both, but depending on how many people are playing, that can be really difficult to do. And so it gets kind of interesting because in the early game, everything's all publicly owned, and people might own one network here and one network there, and it's
No
not really
relationships have been destroyed yet.
and it's not really a big deal to get from point A to point B. But once all the train stations of train networks have been taken, you really have to start thinking about how to get from place to place, because it's like, because by the time when every train network is owned by someone else, that $5,000 jumps up to 10,000.
Ah,
So you start to run out of money really fast if you aren't paying attention and you're not using your own networks to get places. So you end up taking sometimes these really elaborate roundabout routes just so you can stay on your own train network as long as possible. Because if you just because sometimes if you take the most direct route, it'll cost you like 3 times as much money as you'll actually make from the train, the mission itself. And if you get to $200,000 and you make it home safely to your hometown, you win the game.
woo! And you are then the Rail Baron.
Yeah, it's one of those games that's like, there's only a few rules, so it's easy to sit down and explain what all the rules are. But things get really complicated really fast when you actually start looking at the map and starting to come up with a strategy, because it's really overwhelming at first. Like I said, there's 40 networks. It just looks like a spider web.
Well, yeah,
like a multicolored spider web of stuff.
I mean, I look at the board map or the map, and initially I had Ticket to Ride vibes, and then I thought this is Ticket to Ride if they didn't learn to stop. And I know at this point that Rail Baron, from this has come out before Ticket to Ride, so yeah, so it's just and then you're not blocking it with train carriages and secret objectives. That's where the Monopoly aspect comes in. But this looks pretty cool if you don't want to kill each other.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like, Monopoly is a predictable pattern. It's whatever. What is it, like 40 squares or something? It's all in a square.
Yeah.
It's one way. So it's a predictable pattern that everyone goes in, and it's really just a matter of luck where you land and how you land and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, because you basically make your own path, and you basically create your own board based on how many networks you own, and that becomes your path throughout the map.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more variable than Monopoly. A little bit more strategy involved. Still luck, still very luck based, but so you can.
Yeah, but provides
plan things
enough
later.
agency to sort of.
I
make
gotta
it
think
not
in 3
Monopoly.
dimensions a little bit.
Yeah. Cool.
I played a game where I owned
Yeah, domination over
basically
Florida.
I basically owned every
Oof.
train network in like the southeast section of the map for the most part.
Except one.
With like 1 or 2 exceptions, I owned the whole southeast, which is great when people actually go there. Not so great when no one goes there, because it's a super rare place to come up. But yeah, it was starting to work right at the very end of the game, and then all of a sudden, Mom rolled a mission that landed her like 2 feet from her house with enough money, and she's like, "Okay, I'm going home now." Because like when
Aw.
you,
giving her your money.
because like when you decide that you're going to go home, you have to like say it's like Uno. You have to be like, I'm going home now. And if people
Uno.
then have the opportunity to like intersect you and rob you if they get there before you do, and if they do
Mhm.
that, you take $50,000 from them. So yeah, you don't want to be declaring when you're like halfway across the map. But she just landed like $211,000 like 3 stations down from her home, and she's like, I'm going home now. It's like, and we're all down in the southeast, and we're just like, well, fuck.
Well, okay, enjoy your home and your money and everything. Great, we'll just languish here now. Oh,
But yeah, fun game,
perfect.
long game. We played
Yeah,
it
it
over
took us
2
what, like
days.
6 hours?
Ooh,
Yeah, like more than 6 hours. We played it over 2 days.
put it on the table, go have dinner, and then
Well, no, that's basically exactly what happened.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
we
like a
aimed
big
up
game of
everything,
Risk.
we had to record all the information, then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it really is like conquest Risk levels of time consumption.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I liked it.
Cool. Coolios. Just so it's also on there. Apparently, it is available on Tabletop Simulator.
Hey,
Let's
Tabletop
play.
Simulator, the
You wanna
movie.
You guys ever want to set an entire day aside to play one game and get like 6 videos out of it?
I feel
Let's do
there's
it.
that, or I feel that maybe end up being more of a charity live stream in the future. So we got a
Charity live.
24-hour live stream. Let's play Rail Baron.
Yeah, it would be interesting with like, you know, if we had, because we only play with 3 people. I mean, it would be interesting to play like, you know, 4 or 5 or 6 people. It'd be like,
Yeah.
4 or
be a
5 or
very
6
different game.
people, the game would never end.
Oh, perfect. So it'd be just an endurance stream. Yeah, fancy that. Right. Oh, let's move on to me, D, and Steph.
I
Uh-huh.
have a question.
Oh, right, yeah,
At
we've
the
only
same
gone
time?
through half of us. Holy crap.
Yeah, Steph, you have a question.
On your thing, who's in between? Where's Andrea? On your
Andrea is below you.
below me.
Yeah, below
Oh.
you. No.
No, I'm a minor.
Please.
Um,
Why?
To Duncan's more concerned.
So anyway, yeah, Steph, you would be, if this was a game of celebrity squares, you'd be the center square.
Yep.
Center top.
Nope, center.
Center,
You
center.
probably would have said center top if you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
center
center,
top.
center.
I don't know because I don't.
You
Okay.
don't know.
Basically,
Of
right, the
course
way
you
this
know.
is, celebrity squares, Darius is top left, Duncan is top center, D is top right. I'm center
Okay,
left. You're
I've switched
center.
it so I see everyone, and now it's the right way. It was
It's
more the
crazy that
fact
me and
that
Ryan are like really synced up. That's wild.
so it was more the fact I was waiting for that, but then I go right at the
Oh,
bottom.
oh. Steph's
Nope.
changed his logo to put the word versus in the.
Oh no! But then Craig took his spot.
Oh no,
Yep.
Craig.
He's an evil bugger.
It prioritizes the webcams, and then
Right.
Craig, and then Andrea. Andrea, how does it feel to be a third-rate citizen on this podcast? Lowest priority.
Used to it.
So D and Steph, should we do the gentleman's or gentle humans agreement that we all talk about Heart of Deimos?
Gins.
Yeah, fair dues.
'Cause,
Heart of Deimos happened.
yeah, Warframe on Tuesday brought out its 3rd open world of
Infested.
its thing, an infested moon,
Off Mars.
yeah, called Deimos.
Hmm.
And
how's it?
as such, it's brought the storyline called Heart of Deimos.
Mhm.
So we've played various lengths of time of it. I'd say I probably played it the shortest.
Yeah,
Steph and D, one of you has played it longer
Steph's
than the
ahead.
rest of us.
Steph's more ahead. Because he's
So,
level 3, I'm level 2.
so which one of you wants to talk about the family? Because they're
You
the
look like you're
characters.
smoking
it's
a really
centered around.
long cigarette.
I feel that's the way he's going. Yeah, who wants to explain the family?
Well, the family keep the Heart of Deimos in check or whatever. They're meant to keep it all
Brady Bunch?
going.
They
basically-
would
Brady
be.
Bunch,
Yeah,
Heart
they
of
are
Deimos.
dysfunctional enough to be the Brady Bunch.
Well, they are dysfunctional, but they keep the what's the name of the family?
The
Entrati.
Dirati
Is it Entrati or Durati?
or Entrati? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, the Entrati family keep the Heart of Deimos going. What turns out gives us our powers.
Yeah, because apparently it literally beats or pushes the flow of void energy through the solar system
Yep.
with a literal heart.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the infested are taking over Deimos, which means if the infested take over the heart,
Deimos.
shit happens for the system to the point that the Grenier and the
Corpus.
Grenier and Corpus are there to help.
Yep.
Even though the Tenno are,
even though it's a Tenno like homeworld almost.
even though the Tenno are the worst things around.
Well,
in their minds.
But we also found out that father, because you got mother, father, brother, sister, grandmother.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, mother, father, daughter, son, and grandmother.
Father.
Yeah.
Son.
Who all get
Holy
names
Spirit.
as you update ranks, but we're not giving them out because it's only a week old.
Yeah, but Steph's got 3 of them. I've got 2.
I got 1.
I know daughter, father, and Steph knows brother.
Son.
Oh, son.
Yeah. The storyline is that they've basically been they've been part of the hive mind of the infested so long they've lost their names.
Yep.
So even the names that you get from ranking up are not their names, it's what they will name each other.
Yeah. Because son names daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I know that much.
And yeah, it's just big open world adventures. The idea on this now, though, that it's got a smaller open world on the upper side of it, and then it's got like a procedurally generated vault area
kind of deal
in the lower side. And Steph, you've been doing the vaults. How are they?
They're fun. I still don't know how to kill what are they called again? I forgot what the mech's called.
Necromex.
Yeah, I don't know how to kill them that well yet. But they are interesting. It did start off a lot easier when it first came out. So I was doing it from the day it came out, and they were dead easy, and then hot fixes happen, and then they've become harder.
Yeah, we've realised that these are too easy.
Wait, so something got hot and then something got harder? What?
No, the vaults, because of the procedurally generated nature, bug out pretty easily, so they fix them, which then actually makes the difficulty as it should be, not
cakewalk.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of glitchy spots still. It's like even on the surface, there's so much bloomage and detail going on. There's a lot of places where it's like, oh look, I'm capturing a bird. Oh look, it's inside that wall.
You two keep talking for a second about it. I'll come back in a sec.
Okay. But yeah, as they've got their own like creatures and whatnot, so you got your own fishing, you got your own mining and all that stuff, like the other 2 open worlds.
I'd like to point out these 2 don't know anything about Warframe.
Oh,
I know nothing about nothing.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I say these 2. I forget Andrea's here because I can't see.
Hi.
3rd class citizen.
Well, in Warframe, you've got the open world maps have mining and capturing birds and various animals to preserve them. What else is there? Mining. And generally you go against one of the factions on each planet. So Earth got took over by Grenier's trying to take Earth over. The Corpus are trying to take Venus over. And
Venusaur.
Deimos has been taken over by the infested.
Fighter of the Night Mouse.
What is Sun's fault? Turns out. Spoiler alert.
He let the spores in.
Yeah, he let spores in, and the infested then multiplied.
Spores in.
Duncan let the spores in.
Oh no!
Because the
Duncan, why would you do that?
I'm just an asshole. I'm sorry.
That means now we have to stick a collar on him and banish him.
Why is the collar necessary?
I don't know. That's what they did. That's what they did to Sun.
Yeah.
Stuck a collar on him and banished him.
Yeah. So he can. Yeah. He's not happy. But he has learned a lot about the wildlife, what I can gather. Or the wildlife seems to be his thing.
Yeah. Son does wildlife. Sister does fishing.
Mother does bounties.
Mother does bounties. Father does all like the weapons and special mods. Grandma just likes to manipulate all of them to work together. Duncan's now gone.
Yep.
And changed his picture to something else.
That's Gavin. That's a Gavin Freese. That's a really screwed up Gavin, like, face.
Oh my god.
Duncan's Gavin.
That's the best Duncan.
And that was my bit.
Duncan changed from Jeff Vader, from Idiazar to really.
Leave yous alone for 3.5 minutes and.
That was longer than 3.5 minutes.
I don't know.
So you've all talked about it, yeah? Everything good? Yeah, cool.
Don't know. Ish. What is there anything you want to add to it, Art Demos?
I like it. It's fun.
I wish you two would catch up though.
Well, we'll get there. I'm too busy building bits of Jakku.
Well, I'm too busy making a mech.
No, Jakku, as in the
new Warframe.
The new Warframe that is neither he nor she, and is an amalgamation of parts and broken sinew, and yeah, it looks fun.
Basically, it was built by the community, from what I can gather. Well, using the community. Oh, the second one's
community built Warframe.
Yeah, which one was the first?
Nova.
Good to know.
And this one is all, it's all broken, and there's, it's just, we've figured.
It's just broken. That's the.
Well, Steph figured out the face and bits of bits of the face and stuff. Was it Trinity? So Trinity's part of Trinity's face, but then something else's helmet. But it's just.
It's got Ash's. It's got the top of Ash, the original skin of Ash. And Trinity's face. You wish it was Rainbow Six.
Right. Anyway, so now that we've talked about that, we got a game. Because there's still no real good news. Avengers sucks.
Is it? Okay. I want the game we had last week.
Well, I've not set up the box art game for this week.
Damn you.
I've got a game of Dis or Dat.
Okay.
Dis or Dat.
Based on a lot of our game that we play sometimes, but not always everyone's favorite game. But the Fantasy League is wrapping up for League of Legends, and there was the fact that League of Legends and Riot released another single from the virtual K-pop band KDA.
Oh my god, it's out!
It is out. It was out on Friday.
Oh god. Do I need to have heard this to have played the game?
No. Okay. No. But what I will say, Duncan, just so you know, is that critically, I've decided that it is better. The song is called The Baddest in all caps. I feel that it is better than Pop Stars.
I can't say I really know.
But my critique is
the Fry suspicious look.
Give it a couple of times and do not listen to it on YouTube. Listen to it on a radio service like Spotify or.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Fuck.
Do you have Amazon
music
Prime?
Compression.
If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it on Amazon Music.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Well, you can listen to it on
That's
Amazon
the idea. Or you can just go on the Spotify website, and as long as you're logged in, it doesn't do shuffle play. It's fine.
Spotify.
However, my critique is, and this was a music industry thing, and I've said this before, I've said it to Steph when it came out, is that I don't like the music industry's thing of giving people the idea is that I can decide that they want people to want more. But what that means is that songs now just have a habit of sudden, and then we move on to the game.
Mm.
The joke being is that the songs that just seem to stop suddenly when you feel it shouldn't just.
It's like it's like going through like a 6-beat.
The song
like,
is the
like
song's
going
only
through...
2 minutes 40 seconds long,
Okay.
and it's got 2 choruses, 1 verse, and a bridge, and it ends on the bridge.
That's wrong. Shouldn't end on a bridge.
So that's what I mean in regards to that. But however, the game
it ends on the Howling Abyss.
I wish. Well, to be fair, you can cross it.
Welcome to the murder hole, or whatever.
Why does everything come back to bridges now?
I don't know. But here's the game.
Maybe it's that troll that lives underneath it.
It'd be a simple case of survival disadapt.
That can be a bridge which you cannot cross.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a survival disadapt.
Oh God.
I've got a list.
I've been trying so hard to find this fucking music on Amazon Prime. I haven't been paying attention to anything you've been saying.
Don't worry about it. Right, so the game. I've got a list of artists, and the simple thing is, are these artists or singers or groups, are they a collaborator of a song in League of Legends?
Okay.
Or are they not?
Okay, so what are the options again?
So I will give each of you a name, and you would then say to me, are they a legend or are they a myth? Legend being they are a collaborator in a League of Legends song. Or are they not? It's simple disadapt.
Okay, I need clarification on the second category. Is this like a random name you came up with, or is this like a random username?
They may be an actual name but haven't been a collaborator. They may be an actual name but not a musician. They may just be something that came out the top of my fucking head.
I don't want anything to come out the top of your head.
Look, we'll go for it. You've got 2 lives each. If you get 2 wrong, you're out. Last one standing wins, yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's poo it.
So, we'll start with Dariusz.
That's my name.
Duckburg.
And I have to say...
They are either a legend, which means they are a collaborator of a song, or they are a myth, and they're not.
Myth.
Duckburg is the town in the TV series DuckTales, so therefore they are not a collaborator.
DuckTales.
Point!
So you see how the game goes?
I've got a point.
Ryan, editing note. Put some of the Jackbox, you don't know Jack music over the section.
Yeah, Andy
Can
Poland,
we get copyright for that?
Can we borrow it, Andy? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, Duncan. Against the current.
Against the current. That's a legend.
That is indeed a legend. They did the song "Legends Never Die."
Hey!
From that time that we did the reviewing of the songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
D.
Okay.
Mako.
I'm gonna say no.
Tsunami?
That's a Vocaloid.
That's Miku.
No, there's one of the Vocaloids is Mako.
Oh God.
Hold on.
However, Mako in this instance,
Pull up a picture of Mako Tsunami from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mako is a dance group that have been in 2 League of Legends songs.
Uh-oh. So I lose a life.
You're on 1 life. So they were on Rise, and they were on a sort of another one. Steph.
Shit looks good.
Wolf Alice.
Ooh.
Stefan.
Looking up on the computer.
Stefan is dead.
He's thinking or he's searching. He says myth. That is correct. Wolf Alice are a British rock band, but they have never been a collaborator in a song. Andrea.
Hi.
Duckworth.
I refuse to believe that's a thing. I refuse to believe that's a thing, but the fact that this is the second duck-related thing you've mentioned tells me it's probably real.
It's
No.
the triple bamboozle.
Duckworth,
He's
one
just
of the two voices of Echo in the True Damage song Giants.
Oh,
Does that mean I win?
You get one right, yes.
Yeah,
Hooray.
you win the whole game. It's over. Congratulations.
see, I thought Duckworth would be
Woo.
like a DuckTales kind of deal, but
No.
Again?
Woo! Ah!
Darius.
That's my name.
Maggie Q.
I would go for a legend.
Maggie Q is an American model and actress who played, well, for me, I remember played one of the bad guys in Die Hard 4.0. You've lost a life.
Isn't that both his lives?
No, he got the first one right.
Nah, he got the
Oh,
first
did
one
I?
right.
He
no,
sure
I got
did.
one. Me and Darius
okay.
won one life.
Duncan.
Ah!
Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
That
That sounds like familiar, but does it sound League of Legends?
I know what
familiar?
that is.
I do
don't like
too.
you. I don't like you.
I
Ryan.
think this is a myth.
Mimikyu is a Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I was gonna say it's like, okay, this is like, what is that? That doesn't. I've heard this word before. I have no.
Mimikyu. I
mental
believe it's the
association.
baby of.
It's a
what's
ghost
it called?
Pokemon that
What is it?
it's the ghost Pokemon
Oh, yeah.
that's so ugly
Sure.
that people die if they
Yeah.
see it, so hides under a shroud of
The
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Well,
It's
Pikachu
one of the
clock.
it's one of the 8 good Pokemon from Gen 7. Gen 7 was garbage.
Yeah. D.
Duck.
Duh. Duh.
Meon.
Right, Duncan, just get a shave.
True.
I did share.
Yep. Meon, one of the two members of G Idol and voice of Ari in KDA. So far, one of the other big news is that League of Legends are releasing a KDA extended play that's going to sort of go along the idea of gorillas. So there's going to be various voices
gorilla.
voicing the virtual band.
Okay.
Steph. Rage Against the Machine.
Really?
I don't know if they elaborated or not. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, you'd be correct. As much of a rock band as they are, I wouldn't see Rage Against the Machine doing any sponsorships or collaborations
if
with
they did,
anyone.
I would assume it would have been with
Pentakill.
Pinnacle. That's the thing I was looking at. I was like, if they did it, it was Pinnacle, and I don't think they did.
Yeah, no. Okay, Andrea.
Hello.
I'm running out of names. I've still got plenty, but I'm running out of names.
I was gonna say, Andrew, there's only 6 of us. How are you running out of names?
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting 6 people on the podcast.
Pomplamoose.
That's grapefruit.
Well, yes, that is true, but what else is it?
Is it a collaborative League of Legends song?
Is it just a grapefruit?
I feel
When
like
is
it's
a
not
grapefruit not a grapefruit? When it's a musical artist.
is it like, I feel like it is, because I feel like I've heard people talk about it, and every time they talk about it, I'm like, yeah, that's grapefruit.
This is one instance where we're talking about
Sure,
it. Man. Yeah,
man.
it's grapefruit.
Are you going with are you going with Legend? Or are you going with Myth?
Yeah.
Legend? No,
Going
it's
with
a fruit.
Legend.
Yeah. I was
I
gonna say
got
no.
bamboozled.
If I was asked that question, I would say myth.
I was giving hints. I like giving hints.
Yeah.
I am surprised that there is no one famous who goes by the name Pomplamoose, but
Yeah.
I know what my band name's gonna be.
Oh, yes.
Pomplamoose.
That's
Just like
grapefruit.
polkas, like Pomplamoose.
Darius.
Yes.
You say the name of your band in every lyric.
B. Miller.
Like gummy bear.
B. Miller.
Yes.
It can be a singer or she, but I don't think I would go with a myth.
Oh, Dariusz, I'm sorry, you're out, mate. B. Miller, former X Factor winner and voice of Evelyn in the new KDA song.
See, now this is where Giant X just fall over his video and all you hear is
I could probably just do a Giant X. It's simple enough.
From me.
Duncan.
I have a flawless record.
Sarah Skinner.
Sarah Skinner?
Or Sarah Skinner. S-A-R-A Skinner.
Steph, what are you doing?
He's trying to confuse me.
I don't know. I'm giving a hint, and my hint is I don't know.
Myth. I'm afraid you've lost a life, sir. Sarah
No!
Skinner is a singer and was the singer of the 2019 Mid-Invitational or Mid-Season Invitational song, Bring Home the Glory.
I have a question. What are the lives at the minute?
Steph, you're on 2 lives. Dariusz is on 0,
Dariusz
and
is
everyone
dead.
else is on 1.
Yes, go me.
How many lives does Craig have?
Craig
Infinite
is now
like
recording
Ryan.
lives.
He's like Ryan.
How many letters are in now recording?
Everyone stops to count the number of letters in their head.
13.
He has 13 lives.
Jesus.
14, including the space.
Yeah.
He has 13 and a half lives.
Okay, to keep this going.
Space is my favorite letter.
D.
Mm-hmm.
Soylent Green.
Myth.
Yeah.
That's cannibalism.
Yeah. Steph. Wolf Tyler. His face. Oh, he goes, yes. Wolf Tyler is a rapper and voice of Kaiser in the new KDA song.
Go.
A lot of these female music artists are going with kind of masculine kind of sounding names, like Wolf Tyler, B. Miller. It's like, all right, I mean, you do you. You'll send mixed messages a little bit, you know.
I mean, if it's like BEA, that's a woman's name.
It is, yeah, it's BEA.
Oh, I just assumed it was like an initial, like B. Miller.
No. Okay,
which sounds
Andrea.
like a very male thing to do.
Yeah. No, true. Thought Moose.
Cousin to Brutal Moose.
I'm sorry?
No. I can give you this.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Say the name again.
Moose. Sorry, Thought Moose.
Footloose?
Thutmose.
H-U-T.
But pronounced Thought Moose.
That's dumb. I can believe that's
Google it.
I can believe that that's like a musical thing.
Okay.
I'd say group. I don't believe it's a group, but at the same time, it's like.
Do they have anything to do with League of Legends?
No.
You've gone with no.
Yes.
Oh, Andrea, you're eliminated. Thought Moose
no,
is the other rapper
Aw.
persona of Echo.
Take my hand. I'm catching you. See, this is my catching motion.
You're just pinching your webcam.
So we're down
I
to
can't
3.
like, physically grab you. I don't know if you've noticed we're in separate rooms.
Wait.
Same house.
Duncan. Frank
Okay.
Skinner.
Frank Skinner. Isn't it like a politician or something? Myth.
Yeah, Frank Skinner is a UK stand-up comedian.
Oh, okay. Close enough. It's British stand-up comedians. They're getting into politics these days. It's all pretty much the same shit. Eddie Izzard's like a chairman or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. D.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie Broussard.
Ooh. I'm gonna say lol.
Email.
That is correct. She is a singer who was the singer of the 2019 season opener, Awaken. Steph.
Flawless record so far.
Ben Miller.
B. Miller, back.
Yeah, Ben Miller is also a comedian.
The other B. Miller.
Yeah, Duncan.
It's back to me then. Oh shit. Here we go.
KK Palmer.
KK Strider?
No, KK Palmer. That's
Okay,
Keke Palmer.
I'm reflecting on my failure.
Oh, the Angry Bird. The Flappy Bird's going downhill.
It's a legend.
There's indeed a legend. She voiced Senna in True Damage.
Yay.
D. Valerie Starr.
Oh God. True?
Sorry, D, you're out. Valerie Starr is the makeup artist and model who was the subject of the Zootons song Valerie.
So it's Duncan and Steph
I
are
am
on 2-1.
literally the only person using the format that Ryan set out, by the way. It's like everyone's going like yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down, true, false. I'm the only one who's being like legend, myth. You know, like what he said.
Are you trying to suck up, get some good boy points so you can get that extra life?
I already have enough good boy points to fucking start my own goddamn spin-off if I wanted to. I'm just too lazy to make my own videos.
Right.
I
Steph,
would, I'm just not funny.
Vince Russo.
Vince Russo. Being male, I
That's a
feel
myth,
like
yeah. Vince Russo
lowers-
was a creative person at WWE and WCW Wrestling.
See, as soon as you said that last name, and first thing that came in my head was wrestling, so it was like, nope.
I'll be honest, I kind of didn't realize it was Steph's turn. I was about to try to answer.
Duncan.
Oh, boy.
Soyon.
You want to spell that, please?
Soyeon. Soyon.
The Soy Boys, they're starting their own band.
No.
This
a
is
bunch of
something you put in
a bunch
your
of
food.
28-year-old men who look like they're 12.
What you don't
They're
know
all
is this
vegan.
this is something you put in your food.
Duncan, go,
No, that's
go
Soylent
vegan.
Green.
You can,
Oh man.
Duncan, just go vegan. You can be one of those.
Myth.
Steph, you're today's winner.
Ah.
Soyeon. Soyeon is the other member of G-Idol in League of Legends music. She's the voice of Akali in both KDA and True Damage.
I love
she's
to
the
point
crazy.
out-
She did a crazy rap solo.
Yes.
Yep.
Aw.
I love to point out, perfect scar, babe.
Oh.
Damn, this guy.
So just for fun, I've got 4 names left.
Okay.
Might as well go from here. Mana. Is a myth. That's the component used in creating magical spells.
Mana.
Caitlin Russo.
Oh, I'm sure there's a musical artist out there somewhere named Mana. Wait,
I
what?
should have given these to Steph more often. Caitlin Russo.
Don't know what it's at.
Yeah. Yeah. She was
Life to the other Russo?
no. Singer and is related to a Russo, I believe. But was the other half of her and Chrissy Constanza from Against the Current for the 2019 World Song. Phoenix. And then that left Becky G.
Steph's now on the fence.
It's cheating.
Becky G, she was the voice of Kiana in True Damage.
God. I would have been out like twice and a half by now.
And then finally Robert Palmer.
Nope.
Yeah, that's definitely correct. That's a myth. Robert Palmer was wouldn't have been alive enough to collaborate with League of Legends, considering he died quite a while ago.
Harry Carey.
No, Duncan, don't, not on camera. So yeah, that's 2 games.
At
So we
least
played the
let
box art
Andrea
game.
get there before you do it.
Oh dear. So since Duncan's dead, we should probably wrap this up then, so that he can get the medical
Andrea.
attention that is needed.
Go get a rug and go roll him up in it.
There is a rug in the living room. I could.
I mean, this is slightly disconcerting now because he seems to play dead quite well.
No, we don't.
Yeah, until now where he's trying to laugh at the thought of it, but oh, he's back.
Damn it! I'm gonna go get the rug.
My laugh, by the way, was just me trying to breathe.
Oh, perfect. Right, so if you liked what you heard and you want us to do more quizzes and stuff like that, I think the box art game needs to make a return at some point as well.
Do it, Howard. I want to be a part of it next time.
Yeah,
Wait,
we can do it.
Duncan committing suicide, or
No, the box art game.
Ow!
We got a guest.
Hello, Steve.
Cameo appearance by Stefan.
Perfect.
Made me
Guest
laugh
star.
drinking Gatorade. It hurts.
Oh. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Remember, if you don't want to just watch the vidcast because this one was audio worthy, you can also listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. Ding. And then all that's left there is to say thank you to Dariusz, Duncan, D, Stefan, Ryan, Andrea, Craig. Now recording. Why are you recording now, Craig? You should have been going.
No. Because of the order we are on my screen, I really thought you were going to thank Craig before me, and I was just like, okay, I'm prepared for this.
Third class citizen.
No, go with humans first. But until next week, then, have a good one. We shall see you next time. This was good. Yeah, don't kill each other. Don't.
But he's
Bye,
going to stick your blood.
Yeah.
Today's podcast was filmed in front of a live studio audience of absolutely no one. One person. Ryan forgets one person.
And some dogs.
And a dog.
And a cat.
And a cat.
Just animals. It was filmed in front of animals.
And a vampire duck.
Oh no!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.